everybody, my name is Rob and welcome to Metal Monthly. This is a video series where we talk about metal music and the things that happened in metal music over the last month. It's chill, it's laid back, I talk very fast and I drink a beer. It's gonna be fun, let's get into it. First off, as usual, is albums. What albums were released in March 2022? First off, Sabaton, The War to End All Wars. I've never really been a big fan of Sabaton, but actually this album may be the thing that gets me into Sabaton. It was a really good album. The guitar and drums are fast, driving and enjoyable. The songs are all about wars and battles. I mean, obviously, it's Sabaton. Also, look at that album cover. What did you think the album was about? I'm not a big fan of the lyrics and stuff, but I'm not really here for that. I'm here for the music, and the music is good. Next up, Ghost with Impera. I blind reacted to Ghost once. It did not go well. Some people quite liked it. Everyone else, basically everyone who was a Ghost fan, fucking hated it. So I may need to choose my words carefully with this review because I wasn't a big fan of this album. The album opened and I wasn't a big fan. I don't think Imperium and Kaisiron, if that's how you say it, I don't think they were very good songs to start with. They're very slow, they're very dull. Also, I just wasn't a big fan of the vocals from Tobias Forge here. His vocals to me sounded a lot more nasally than they have before. Maybe that's just me, but I wasn't a big fan of the sound. The album does get better with certain songs like Watcher in the Sky, that's pretty good, but like overall, there just aren't that many bangers. There is no square hammer on this album. Oh, beer. Next up, Animals as Leaders with Parishi? No idea what that word is or how to pronounce it. I'm not going to look it up. This music is weird and I don't get it. That basically is my review. Sometimes it's really fast, heavy metal music, and then sometimes the time signature changes and the music becomes kind of distorted. It's weird. And then I looked up Animals as Leaders and found out that they're an instrumental prog metal band, and I kind of went, oh, okay, that explains it. I don't like it, but that explains it. It's not for me, but basically, if you are a fan of instrumental prog metal music, you're probably already a fan. And lastly, we have Dog Fashion Disco with Cult Classic. Because every month I like to listen to a band just based on the name of the band, and Dog Fashion Disco, that's a great name. But will the album be a cult classic? Well, yeah, probably. This is a really good album, I really enjoyed this. The opening song was very slow and heavy, but like not in a sludge or doom way, just in a kind of dull way. But then that song goes out of the way, and the rest of the album is really, really good. It was fast and heavy and headbanging friendly. And there's layers to the songs, it's not just the music, there's other stuff there. Some of the songs become almost atmospheric more than a song. And some of the songs have choruses. And you know me, I like my melodies, I like choruses, I like songs I can get into. Dog Fashion Disco with Cult Classic is that. This is a really good album. There's more to it than just metal music, but it is metal music and it's my kind of it. I really liked it, I suggest you listen to it. Next up is Music Festival Explorer. This is my website where I write about music festivals and heavy metal music and things like that. This month I have written nothing. I didn't last month either. I've really kind of ran out of things to write about. If you have suggestions on things you'd like to hear me write about, please put it in the comments. At some point I'll start writing about music festivals again, but like we're in that awkward period before the festivals have started and I've started some blogs but I haven't finished anything. Anyway, if you have any ideas, please let me know. Next up is Musician Death. This is where we honour the metal musicians who have passed away over the last month. At the time of recording, there have been 4 metal musicians who have passed away in March. On March the 8th, Joe Moore, the former drummer of Blood Feast, passed away. On March 22nd, Jason Holmes, former vocalist and guitarist of Eso Charis, passed away. On March 24th, DJ Severin, former vocalist of Knut, passed away. And on March 25th, Taylor Hawkins, drummer of the Foo Fighters, passed away. My condolences to all of their families. And finally, we have the fun story from last month. Now, try as I couldn't find that many interesting fun stories from last month. Now, this story revolves around a guy called Jack and a music festival called Ultra. Now, this is kind of a dance festival, so it's not terribly relevant, but it is a music festival, so it kind of belongs here. Shut up, it's my story. Just listen. So this guy called Jack wanted to go to the Ultra Music Festival, but he didn't want to spend the money on a ticket. However, Ultra takes place in Miami on a coast, and so Jack thought, I'll just swim in, apparently. A video on his TikTok account shows him donning a wetsuit and trying to swim past security and getting into the VIP area. However, it didn't work and he was caught by the water police, I suppose, taken onto their boat and he was foiled. However, they appreciated his effort and the police gave him a VIP band for the festival, and he went and had a lovely time at the festival, still wearing his wetsuit. Or at least that's Jack's version of events. See, I found this story through Mel magazine, and aside from just telling us about this TikTok video, they analysed it. They looked at where he went into the water, they saw where he was trying to get to, and they figured, yeah, that is where Ultra Music Festival takes place. However, then they looked at the video of him being taken onto the police boat, and apparently that boat isn't the correct police, that's the Fishing and Wildlife boats, and we can't see his bright blue wetsuit in this video. So Mel magazine thinks that this clip is taken from a separate incident and he's just put it in to kind of add some drama, or they just couldn't get footage of him being arrested, so they've just put this in to hoping that nobody would notice. And also, let's just think about his story. He was seen by police, he was taken onto their boat, and they liked him so much that the police gave him a VIP wristband to the festival. Do the police do that? Do the police at festivals just walk around with VIP wristbands ready to give to random people trying to break in, but they've got charisma? Is that a thing? Surely that's just encouraging other people to try and break in, because then if they fail, at least they get a free wristband and they can go in. Right? But maybe it did happen. I mean, it was even verified by TikTok user 89260 something something something. So I'll leave it up to you if you want to believe that person or not. Now, I don't know, maybe his version of events is exactly what happened. Maybe that footage is of him being arrested, maybe there's some miscommunication, maybe Mel magazine didn't get it right. Or maybe he was arrested, but they didn't have a footage of it, so they just snuck this in just to keep the story going in the TikTok. Or maybe none of it's real, maybe he had a VIP thing anyway and he just faked it for clout. I don't know, and I don't want to suggest anything because he's American and he could sue me. But anyway, that's not the point. Maybe it was real, maybe it was fake. Who cares? It makes for a good story. That's what matters. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. That's everything I have for you. Please do let me know if you've listened to any of the albums I mentioned earlier. My name is Rob. You can follow me on the social medias at OveredgeKid. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next month.